This is how I made nothing. Trade recap, absolutely $0. Let's get straight into it. It was an NFP long. We are gonna go to do it. This is gonna still be recorded as a win trade, right? Because NFP did hit out take profit, but we can't be partial or take it out of the trade simply because of the trading guidelines and the news trading they have, where you cannot take profit or partial the first 10 minutes of the news, right? So I couldn't do nothing about it. So market it right back, came back down, and literally there was literally no profits to be made, right? And eventually you could see market came all the way down. But our boss was correct, right? Our boss was upside, our boss was overall correct, right? Because all I had to do is right when it goes above this high, my boss is automatically is met, my drone look is met, right? So let's get straight into it. Let's go to the higher time frame buys. So what led me to taking this trade was a monthly CRT to the upside, right? See this monthly CRT that we have right over here. Our goal is to go to the 93.71. Weekly, we had a weekly fair value gap inverse. We're going to go to the weekly high that creates a fair value gap. What else do we had here? We had a daily classic vision profile 2 Monday low of the week. So looking for a Friday continuation, right? And that was that. You can see how Friday's kind of stagnating. It's coming right back down. It's just Friday, right? So it's going to stagnate for a little bit, right? And what else we had here? We had this candle right over here as a CRT as well. You see, we had a 4-hour key level. Looking for a near continuation. If I'm bullish, I want agents to the low day, not the high day. In this case, the low day. Got a breakup block as our key level. And we're looking for a hourly IRL to ERL, and that was enough. When we take the trade as well, we had a bullish order flow, so market constantly breaking lows, rejecting below lows and breaking above highs. So we had a bullish order flow, right? So if you now go to the 5-minute time frame, you can see right over here. If you were to enter this trade, you would have faced a loss. You can see how I might give you model one. You would face a loss. That's because the New York situation usually happens only at 8 a.m. You can see how right here the 8 a.m. candle, right? Market has already given us an entry, but we still cannot enter the trade simply because the New York session has not, saying the York session has not happened yet. So I still cannot do nothing about it, right? So okay, I have to wait till 8 a.m. 8 a.m. taps it. They're probably wondering, like, well, aren't you supposed to wait for another CRT? No, we do not have to wait for another CRT because we're already in a CRT. We have a confirmation. All we have to do is just wait for the 101 to get tapped. 101 got tapped, and eventually I'll take profit. The CRT high, TP1, TP2 is all over here. Well, they're probably wondering, like, why did you go all the way there? Why not just go over here? Market is going to do a continuation here, right, to the upside. See, market did a continuation to the upside all over here. I mean, market did a Friday continuation, so I thought that drawn key is all over here. Does this tell me that my drawn key was wrong for the day? It always say it does not, make my drawn key wrong for the day. My drawn key was correct, still over here. Even if I were to go over here, I would have still not made any profits because market would have, broke even first. Then him I take profit because this bum ass market. That's what the market does, right? So market first stagnating a little bit lower, hitting our entry area, and once even hitting our take profit, right? And yeah, supposed to be a 2.3 RR gain, right? To the take profit. It's supposed to be like around right over here, 2.3 RR gain, right? But yeah, we ain't make much out of this, right? We made like $20, right? Nothing out of this trade. Because even if you were to go over here, I still couldn't do nothing about it. Why? Because I cannot. They will not let me even get out of the trade. I have to wait until the news ends, right? So all I can do is try my stop loss, right? So try my stop loss right at the break-even stage, and yeah. So now let's go over the lesson and the improvement that we can have from this specific trade for the day. The lesson and the improvement that we can have is I will no longer be trading news even if I have a setup. I'll only be trading news if I have a setup. If I'm already in a trade like a day before or a couple days beforehand, right? So like a swing type of trade, right? You guys know how sometimes you get an entry at a Monday, and saying, give you guys an example here, right? If I were to enter the trade around right over here, I will be fine holding it through because I'm saying it's far away from me. It's not gonna do a huge ass move to the downside, right? So I'm just gonna hold it to the swing trade to the long term, right? And like another example, I'll give you guys like this as well. This is another perfect example. Is it this one? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if that's the example though. Actually, yeah, that is the example, right? Other example could be this right over here. You can see how this or the C has the entry all the way down here with the SMT divergence, kind of hold it to all the way here, and it was CPI candle right around here, right? This day, this week, Tuesday was PPI, Wednesday was CPI. Eventually, it's still we kind of hold it at right. Why we still hold it at trade? Simply because we traded the day before it or days before it, right? So we're holding it to a long term, and that was that for that. And yeah, what else could we learn from this trade? I will not no longer, even if I'm in partials, even if I'm above, even if I'm in profits, I will not break even unless he's my take profit or stop loss, as well as I will not try my stop loss beyond the break even point, right? Because in this case, I try a little bit up because the spread. If the spread was down here, it's gonna stop me out because the widening spread is crazy over here in forex, right? So yeah, and as well, I wouldn't be trading news. So from now on, I do not and I will not try my stop loss beyond the break even point. So put it right at the break even. I will not break even until he hits my take profit, my stop loss. And as well, I will not trade NFP, CPI, or PPI. Yes, if I have a setup day before it, I do, right? But during it, I will not trade it, right? So like if I have a setup the next hour, I will definitely take the trade, right? But if it's during it, I can't. Like it's useless for me to take a trade, right? Just like it's just a way to like for me to lose money, right? Instead of gaining money, right? In this case, I did have some sort of emotion, right? But yeah, that emotion is is gonna happen, right? Because we didn't take a trade a whole week, so yeah, psychology regardless it was good, But yeah, the lesson one more time is that I will not and I do not try my style of being beyond the break even point. I do not break even unless I'm gonna take profit, and I will not take NFP trades or CPI trades or PPI trades. Literally no use for me to take him, right? Why is there's no use for me to take them? First of all, spike can happen up down, right? So regardless of if I'm right or not, it's gonna stop me out. In this case, I was right. So market, even if I'm right, market still went down. Eventually hit my take profit, right? So taking us out first. Other than that, is the other reason why it did not work out. Why not take NFP? It's the news trading rules for the prop firm is kind of hectic, right? But yeah, probably wondering like why didn't go for it as a final take profit. I could have even done that. You know what I'm saying? As I said before, I cannot partial or get out of the trade unless the 5 minutes prior or like 5 minutes after the news comes out, right? Where I'm saying that would have not even happened because my take profit would have been hit in the first minute, right? But yeah, but our drone looking for the day, it should have definitely been around here because why? It's Friday, right? So market would have not done expansion. So from now on, even the drone look is over here for the week where it looks like it's very clear. You can see in the 4 hour time frame, right? Very clear that drone look is all over here. There's nothing else holding it, right? Even though when it's very clear the market wants to go here, if it's Friday or Thursday, I will go for realistic take profit. I will go for take profit that are near, right? They are not far away from the market price. So yeah, Friday and Thursday and Friday, I will not be going for a far away take profit. I will go for a realistic take profit. Is if it's a classic switching profile 2 or 1. If it's a mid reversal, I could go for a far away take profit. Or if it's a consistent reversal, I could go for a far away take profit, right? But anything else, I will go for the classic matching profile 1 or 2. If it's Thursday or Friday, I will go for risk to take profit and not for take profit. And that's the lesson we can learn from as well. This one, and that's the next lesson we can learn from as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Join the Discord. Link should ring the description down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.